Welcome back to the complete 54 book of the Apocrypha, books of the Apocrypha. We are moving into the book of wisdom, which is otherwise known as the Wisdom of Solomon. Now, the book of wisdom was written as late as 50 years before the coming of Christ. Its author, whose name is not known to us, was probably a member of the Jewish community in Alexandria in Egypt. He wrote in Greek in a style patterned on that of Hebrew verse, and at times he speaks in the person of Solomon, placing his teachings on the lips of the wise king of Hebrew tradition in order to emphasize their value. Today we are going to do chapters 1 through 3. This is wisdom. Love righteousness, all you who are judges of the earth. Think of the Lord with a good mind. Seek him in singleness of heart, because he is found by those who do not tempt him, and is manifested to those who trust him. For crooked thoughts separate from God. His power convicts when it is tested and exposes the foolish. Because wisdom will not enter into a soul that devises evil, nor dwell in a body that is enslaved by sin. For a holy spirit of discipline will flee deceit and will depart from thoughts that are without understanding, and will be ashamed when unrighteousness has come in. For wisdom is a spirit who loves man, and she will not hold a blasphemer guiltless for his lips, because God is the witness of his innermost self, and is the true overseer of his heart and a hearer of his tongue, because the Spirit of the Lord has filled the world, and that which holds all things together knows what is said. Therefore, no one who utters unrighteous things will be unseen, neither will justice, when it convicts, pass by him. For in his counsels the ungodly will be searched out, and the sound of his words will come to the Lord to bring his lawless deeds to conviction. Because a jealous ear listens to all things, and the noise of murmurings is not hidden. Beware then of unprofitable murmuring, and keep your tongue from slander. Because no secret utterance will go on its way void, and a lying mouth destroys a soul. Do not court death in the error of your life, and do not draw destruction on yourself by the works of your hands, because God did not make death, neither does he delight when the living perish. For he created all things that they might have being. The generative powers of the world are wholesome, and there is no poison of destruction in them. Nor does Hades have royal dominion on earth, for righteousness is immortal. But ungodly men, by their hands and their words, summon death. Deeming him a friend, they wear themselves out for him. They made a covenant with him, because they are worthy to belong with him. Chapter 2. For they said within themselves, with unsound reasoning, our life is short and sorrowful. There is no healing when a man comes to his end, and no one was ever known who was released from Hades, because we were born by mere chance, and hereafter we will be as though we had never been, because the breath in our nostrils is smoke, and reason is a spark kindled by the beating of our heart, which being extinguished, the body will be turned into ashes, and the spirit will be dispersed as thin air. Our name will be forgotten in time. No one will remember our works. Our life will pass away as the traces of a cloud, and will be scattered as is a mist when it is chased by the rays of the sun and overcome by its heat. For our allotted time is the passing of a shadow, and our end does not retreat, because it is securely sealed, and no one turns it back. Come, therefore, and let us enjoy the good things that exist. Let us use the creation earnestly as in our youth. Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and perfumes, and let no spring flower pass us by. Let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they wither. Let none of us go without his share in our proud revelry. Let us leave signs of mirth everywhere, because this is our portion and this is our lot. Let us oppress the righteous poor. Let us not spare the widow, nor give reverence to the gray hair of the old man. But let our heart be strengthened by the law of righteousness. For that which is weak is proven useless. But let us lie in wait for the righteous man, because he annoys us, because he is contrary to our works, and reproaches us with sin against the law, and charges us with sins against our training. He professes to have knowledge of God and calls himself a child of the Lord. He became to us as a reproof of our thoughts. He is grievous to us, even to look at, because his life is unlike other men's, and his paths are strange. We are regarded by him as worthless metal, and he abstains from our ways as from uncleanness. He calls the latter end of the righteous happy. He boasts that God is his Father. Let us see if his words are true. Let us test what will happen at the end of his life. For if the righteous man is God's son, he will uphold him, and he will deliver him out of the hand of his adversaries. Let us test him with outrage and torture, that we may find out how gentle he is and test his patience. Let us condemn him to a shameful death, for he will be overseen according to his words. So they reasoned, and they were led astray. For their wickedness blinded them, and they did not know the mysteries of God, neither did they hope for wages of holiness, nor did they discern that there is a prize for blameless souls. Because God created man for incorruption, and made him an image of his own perpetuity. But death entered into the world by the envy of the devil, and those who belong to him experience it. Chapter 3. But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of God, and no torment will touch them. In the eyes of the foolish they seem to have died. Their departure was considered affliction, and their travel away from us ruin, but they are in peace. For even if they are punished in the sight of men, their hope is full of immortality. Having borne a little disciplining, they will receive a great good, because God tested them and found them worthy of himself. He tested them like gold in the furnace, and he accepted them as a whole burnt offering. In the time of their visitation they will shine. They will run back and out like sparks among stubble. They will judge nations and have dominion over peoples. The Lord will reign over them forever. Those who trust him will understand truth. The faithful will live with him in love. Because grace and mercy are with his chosen ones. But the ungodly will be punished even as they reasoned. Those who neglected righteousness and revolted from the Lord, for he who despises wisdom and discipline is miserable. Their hope is void and their toils unprofitable. Their works are useless. Their wives are foolish and their children are wicked. Their descendants are cursed, because the barren woman who is undefiled is happy, she who has not conceived in transgression. She will have fruit in the visitation of souls. So is the eunuch, which has done no lawless deed with his hands, nor imagined wicked things against the Lord. For a precious gift will be given to him for his faithfulness, a special favor, and a delightful inheritance in the Lord's sanctuary. For good labors have fruit of great renown. The root of understanding cannot fail, but children of adulterers will not come to maturity. The seed of an unlawful bed will vanish away. For if they live long, they will not be esteemed, and in the end their old age will be without honor. If they die quickly, they will have no hope, their consolation in the day of decision. For the end of an unrighteous generation is always grievous.